Hello, and welcome back to Badge Hunter. Today I'm starting Chapter 7, or actually going to continue Chapter 7 because it tried to continue on its own. No, it's like, no, I have something more important to do. Finally have it, Mario. A way to go to the moon. You must use the cannon. Cannon time. Nearly cannon time because, you know, I need to get Soft Stomp first. From the ice clouds. You need an Ultra Hammer. I already have one. Dear man, we already have. That changes it, yeah. They may not let you use the cannon. If that's the case, it's your fault. Wow, man. It's like, cool. Tell me about it if you use the cannon. But I am not going to help you to use the cannon. Which, you know, it's fair enough. Fair enough that he doesn't want to help me get cannon usage. Bam. Mario himself shoots the moon. He doesn't shoot off into the moon. He shoots it. The moon, goodbye. It's stupid cold. Well, the White Lands, you know? So, as I'm going through this, these white clouds, they're the ones with soft stomp. Of course, since you have to walk through this place just quite a bit, I'm not really gonna aim to hunt right now. I would still have quite a bit before, you know, the cannon goes off, because like that's when I want to start hunting it. I want to start hunting cannon at that point. You know, I think I just said I want to stop hunting cannon at that point. I wouldn't mind hunting cannon, but I don't think I can. I think soft stuff won't be that much of an issue. Of course it would be some issue. But boom will work. Never mind. Never mind, it does. The sage helps out once again. think one fire drive kind of just beats all of them. I don't even have it. I don't have it on. It would beat all of them if I had it on. Frozen breath can freeze. Don't even think about using ice attacks. I was planning on it, Capella. Well, that's all I'm going to have to be fighting here, so... I disagree hitting that. Oh, I know what that is. I think that's a transfer. Visually distinct bonbons. When little fuzzy hats. Why do you think they keep the can of theirs? Clearly not at this strange little build. Clearly not underground, right next to this strange little building. There's nothing here. What? Cannon? No, I was just distracted. Them being like, we have no cannon here. Leave. Cannon? No such thing as here. No, there's no cannon. Are you sure? I don't know. I know nothing about a local cannon nicknamed Big Bum. See, there's no such thing as a cannon here. Shucks, I spit at you. There was no mention of cannon to non-bombs. Well, we have a cannon. Yeah, but you can't use the cannon. Blasted things too far away, yeah. Business. That's an amazing business. Depressed that he cannot use the cannon. Sounds about right. I would feel the same. Let's go find those two. Very well. I will get used to cannon. Snow gets morning. Well. It falls all year round. I like watching it shine. Yes, yes. Yes. You're stubborn and selfish, man. Man, he knows. He knows how this Mario is. Stubborn and selfish. Very stubborn. I need to fight you. Have you ever met a stubborn man like this, Mario? One who is absolutely going to take what you have while you can't do anything about it. Or you could attempt to, but you know. Should use power. Oh well. Boom. Well, now I can put fire drive on. I want fire drive. So, kind of really just started today when I was starting this up. The partner badges, the little smiley face it does at the bottom. My eyes have been getting to the point where it looks like they're kind of the evil eyes, you know? Obviously, it's like, it's not that, but it just kind of looks like it. It's starting to look like that to me. Look, he's down. He needs to get fire drived. There we go. I don't know why my eyes been like, hey, yeah, it looks like that. I don't think I'm losing my eyesight, but you know, I would be. Huh? Yeah, magic fist. Magic fix can hit. Well, whatever. as a reminder, in case you need it. This bike room is amazing for this chapter. You no longer need to teleport or take the train or the blimp to these places, and all the warp pipes are so close together that you could just this chapter doesn't take that long to get out to the moon. And she's cannon. That is a pickle. Only so because she didn't like the noise. I need you to show me how much you are willing to use the cannon. You can have all my money. I'm not using it. Yeah, I will. Yes. I'm not using them. I suppose I'm just surprised to hear you say that. Yeah? Yep, I know that. I'm aware. Are you sure you won't regret this? I won't. You want to just say just kidding? Take my coins. All of them. I don't care. Oh no. Oh no, I have 0 coins. And I was serious. How could I take your money? You could have kept it. I'm only going to need to use coins in like the several thousand runs of the pit I'm going to have to do. Or the several thousand of supposed runs of the pit. Okay, now there should be someone there. So it's like, hey, he was here. Right? I don't think I talked to Mary for this. Said he was taking a trip. He was either going there or not going there. That's very helpful. You just walk over to number 5, you know, just make sure you don't need to take a boat. Get over there. Alright, have you seen man? Have you seen this person on the wanted poster? He was just here until a second ago. I mean, it's like, oh, someone's following me here, let me just teleport her right away. But I had to tell this one specific person that, hey, I'm not going to be here. When you see this man in a white suit, tell him I'm going away. I mean, that white pop-pom. Yeah, he used to come here. But now he's over there. Remember that huge tree that you got nothing from? Yeah, now he's over there. Next, I'm going to say he went to some red place. A place full of red. Did he do it? I don't think I talked to him. No, I don't. Yes, I do. He may have said so he's going to somewhere red. It's not dark, it's red. I know it is dark, but it's more fitting if you say red, you know? See, even the ground is red. It would make sense if it's like, hey, he went somewhere red. Maybe the mayor. It was mayor. It's Mario. Yes, there was a man that you're looking for. You know, it's the weirdest thing. It's like, all of them is like, hey, he was here. But, you know, on the island, it's like, hey, he was here just like a couple of seconds ago. I know the island specifically have no idea what time is. But when you go to Red, the town of Red, they're like, hey, about a day ago, he just got up and left. It's like, set time is a whack here, I guess. Not too surprising for a Paper Mario game, though. Time is always whack. You know, with how many times I played this game, evading the enemies over here is just really second and third nature. Anyways, now he's asleep. Get him. Seems to be asleep. Just keep chewing on him. That's all you need to do. Keep making him... Make him fold some more. Come on. Yep. Also, I have no reason to... press A when it does good and nice and good. But gotta, you know? Try one more time? No, I think I'm done. That was a good nap. You just needed some of the jump on you way too many times. I just want to sleep. Huh? I've been looking for you. No. Seek the man with M on his head so he can outbreak cannon again. Fortune teller was right. My cannon. Now get moving. Actually... Actually, I would tell you that it's time to do cannon. But I have something more important to do. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm not sure if this is the best way to hunt these clouds. But I think it's probably the better way to do it. Of fighting this one and the other set that's over there. And just reset from this. Because I don't think leaving this map and coming back will respawn them. There is the pipe over there, so it's like at one point I can test if fighting these resetting or if fighting these going through the pipe and coming back through the pipe is faster. Obviously, I know it's probably the way is probably faster without resetting, but I don't want to. Easy dial. I don't care. Oh. I might have cared at the start of the game, but it's no longer the start of the game for me to even worry about it. You know, I think I unlocked the Ultra Stone and decided to not break up betting partners. Sounds about right. I hate it when it's behind tree. Tree does not help there. That would suck if a badge decided to drop directly in outside my line of sight because tree. So I don't think Fire Drive did them any more damage than, yeah. Oh, whatever. It would be good to use if I didn't have F3 Drain on. I'm hardly mentally not ready for this fight. Alright, this hunt. But given that it's like not really the fault of the game, it's the fault of my own. Oh, what am I doing? I also want to take off FP drain. Even though it's like, you know, if I multi-bounce, it would go much quicker. even though, you know, jump doesn't defeat these guys in one turn. Maybe the... See, right now, I'm at that... I want the... I don't really want to do this hunt that much. I want this hunt to be nice and easy. And like, you know, all the other ones where it's like, I want it to be long and painful. I mean, can you really blame me? It's like I'm... Well, you could blame me. It's like I'm really close to the... Or I am... Yeah, I'm really close to the end of my stretch, you know? I have this chapter, and I have chapter 8. And then he's like, once I'm done with chapter 8, then it's really just farming badges for funny ideas and the pit. And it's like, while in the pit, or before doing the pit, I know I'm going to try to get more item hogs. Because I am not going to be limiting myself to a set amount of them. Well, I will be limiting myself to like 5 at max while in there. But I'm not going to do what I do for these hunts where I'm supposedly going to have only 1 item hog equipped until 3 to 4 hours later. Because, you know, fighting only like 3 or 4 of the enemies that drop a badge that you need wouldn't really be the best if you're doing it with only 1 item hog on. You know, fire should cancel out that wind, the ice wind. You know, maybe I should really just test if I go into that room and come back if it's faster. Because this had to wait for the screen to change, go back to title screen, and the loading of getting back in. Ultra. So I was seeing if this respawns them. I don't think it does. And then I know if I change, go through the pipe and come back, it responds them. Oh, it supposedly will respond them. I think it's about the same amount of time. So I guess I would just reset this. No big deal. You know, I forgot that these ice clouds also have the chance of dropping Ice Smash. And it also really sucks that, you know, it took 30 minutes? Oh man. I was like, you know, it doesn't feel like it's... When I saw the drop and it's like, there's no way that it only took 30 minutes for this. That would be amazing if it was 30 minutes for soft stomp. But of course not. Of course it's not gonna drop soft stomp. You know? I should have told you. The only thing I can hope now is that it drops relatively soon. But you know, if I get another ice hammer, I won't be happy if I get another ice hammer. You know? I won't be. I mean, overall, I'm fine with it. Because, you know, I do want more status is. I don't really know what I'm not really checking right now about the bosses and how many left are able to be frozen. There might be some. There also probably isn't that much. It's like Grodius might be able. Bowser might. I don't think Bowser would be. Kamek might be. Grodius might be. Shadow Queen, I don't think so. Bone Tail's a no-go. Whack is also a no-go. But you know, if I decide to use freeze, I won't be using Amphibian, which is fair. Really went right now. I wish I've had like I know I could put Mario into Mega Rush, but right now is a I wish I had multi-bounce. I wish I hunted for it at one point. But I really don't want to deprive myself of the remaining badge lists I have. It's like, and like, as you know, there's the chance I will get in Chapter 8. Because really, I only have Power Plus, a Defense Plus, Multi-Bounce, and like HP Drain, I think, left. In Chapter 8. Excluding the additional item hog I'm going to be getting during that chapter. Also, I'm pretty sure at this point, going through the pipe and coming back out is faster. But I don't care. Well, I don't care currently. I don't care about the items. Just give me soft. Just give soft to me. It's understandable why they have Ice Smash, but I don't care for Ice Smash. Where I got it was very, very not understandable. I'm letting y'all know, if I get Ice Smash within like 20 minutes, an hour or something, I might just pull out the Softest Rule. It's like, I'm sorry, Stomp. If you wanted to show up, you would have at that point. Even though, you know, my badge look is off the charts right now. And it has been for the past couple of chapters. I could just simply put on my second Minor Hog and probably get it within 15 minutes. That's so very tempted to do. Like, I want to get to the actual fun part of the chapter. After the use of cannon and going to the moon base. The moon base is always... it's definitely the best part of this chapter. But I know when I go up there, I'd be tempted to get a third Quake Hammer. Cause you know, it's like, that was originally where I was really wanting to hunt Quake Hammer from, was up there. So I might just decide to fight against every moon clef I see. To see if I can get a moon hammer. A moon hammer? Okay. You might be able to tell my mind has gone off the deep end. Be really cool if there's such a thing in this game called Moonhammer. But that would either be the weapon upgrade hammer, or it would have, I don't know, summon the moon to attack the enemy, or be a gravity base status, which they should not add to this game. I don't need another game that has gravity base effects. But you know, Moonhammer can also just be Quake Hammer. Just a different form of Quake. summon the moon. Destroy the field. It would be kind of cool if there was a hammer badge that just kind of hit everything on the enemy side. I know Quake Hammer does that for grounded enemies, but you know, somehow hit the ground hard enough and it hits flying enemies as well. Shockwave Hammer. Make whatever it is, for Silver Crystal Star just kind of obsolete once you get it. But you know, why would they do that? Clearly they want to give you something that makes one of their design choices of a portion of the fight mechanics obsolete, would they? Clearly not. They clearly wouldn't give like an item or a badge or something of the sort that just makes it so that you don't really need to use your crystal stars. You know? Because then why would, it's like, you know, why wouldn't they just give you an item or a badge which just would instantly defeat your foes? Give you plus 304 attack and defense. Hit all enemies for 16 damage. Or do even more with something else by encircling the enemies. Healing you, your partner, and your FP while removing poison, you know? Why wouldn't they just do that with items or badges? Well, the healing you and FP is items, but you know. But yeah, what if instead of having that, we had different partner, either different partners or different partner abilities? Yes, let's make it so that you have a option in the tactics menu where, you know, all your partners could just attack them that turn, doing the basic attack or whatnot to an enemy. It would cost a good amount of FP, but it would do damage. And you know, honestly, while you're doing that, it should include any attack boosting or attack decreasing badges while they have it on. What's going on? should allow you to also change their attack effect, you know? Clearly, I want Goombella to just somehow materialize a hammer-like function as a basic attack. You know? Instead of jumping to headbutt, you just headbutt them. Full force headbutt. You know? That makes some spike enemies kind of a joke to deal with. It still kind of hurt her for some other ones. Could have made Flurry not really a body slam type of person, but could have made her do different types of elemental breath. Based on your area. That'd be kind of cool. Kind of worthless at some place like this, you know? You would have ice breath, you'd be healing your enemies. Not really worth it. In space, you would have the effect of Star Shower. It's like, oh no, you breathed out stars yet again. On the island, you breathe water. You become fish. Congratulations. Congratulations, get to shoot a laser beam out of your mouth. On the train, it would be electric breath, definitely. Could have made it that one the partners could change their functionality based on what item you use on them, what type of item. Of course, that would be kind of hard to code, but be really interesting. Make a partner's abilities be based on what your crowd is currently. Either the majority of who's in the crowd or it just selects randomly. You know? You get a toad means you get a heal of some sort. Gamer Bro definitely be attack. Bulky Bomb would definitely be Explode. Boo will probably be like a scare of some sort. X9 would probably just hurt you. Prana would be like poison or a bite. Definitely more poison. Or have the bite be a powerful single target attack. one of the daisies would probably put the enemy to sleep of some sort. Chupa would increase defense. Luigi, I don't know. Imagine if a partner could give Mario an all buff for one turn. The buff that does actually everything, every single buff imaginable in the game. Mario for a single turn. It would actually be nice if there was like an item or a Mario badge that could get the effect of a double turn. Have Mario have a, it's like, I know this Goombella, which she can give Mario second turn, but imagine having a badge that is like a % chance of Mario just having a second chance to attack or do something. Of course, you know, anything with that, it would be stacking. A stacking chance. Or have it so that the badge makes it so that Mario can give the partner a second chance to attack. Or, you know, just bring back the hustle drink from the first Paper Mario game. Because, you know, that wasn't broken at all. You know, on the top of bringing stuff back, clearly what should be brought back is like the stone cap, where Mario's just invincible for a few turns. That would be kind of rocking to use. Do that. Give Mario a badge that would allow items to just not be used up for a set chance, and then just have a whole bunch of them, and you could just never worry about Mario ever again. Surely you won't be able to attack at that point, but that's what you do for a partner only. You know? Kind of fine with Yoshi being a multi-hit attacker. Could have made it so that his different colors each have a different effect in battle. Where it's like all of them have a different effect, but white Yoshi is the culmination of with like a 1/2 and Black Yoshi the culmination the other half. Or since those two's timings are very tight, could have it so that they get a good effect. A really good effect. But it could also make it so that while they get a good effect for all of them, they would get one effect that's just kind of bad, you know? Could make it like how, you know, my color, the pink one, it could have more HP overall, but do less damage, gets a less of effect from damage increasing badges. Could make it where red would increase the damage, but maybe decreases defense, or just do the opposite of pink and lowers HP. But if they were to do that, they would have to maybe disable danger strats for red. Or make it a situation where red can't attack every turn. Blue would definitely be some sort of defense increase. I don't know what his negative would be. I think green would be the one that has like no positive or negative effects. He's just a plain Yoshi, you know? I could see orange maybe having more multi-hit. Oh, that's what blues could be. Blue would have more defense but have less multi-hit, and orange would have more multi-hit but less defense. And it's like at that point it would be like black would probably be the attack increasers, get the damage up and the more multi-hit, but because of that he would have less defense and either less HP or less chances to attack. And white would be the defense increase and HP increase, but with less attack and less multi-hit. So of course, you know, they wouldn't even think about that, you know. Boppery could be like a status effect person. Blows up blind you. Blows up stuns you. Or blows up insta KO. You know? Kinda already talked about Vivian, where she's a different status. but she would definitely be competing with Flurry for that. But you know, if I go, it's like, I know I was thinking about one way of Vivian just having access to fire, ice, and lightning, but clearly it should be just a random chance for each one of those sides to just show up at the start of battle. And each side would have a different set of abilities except for Veil. Miss Mouse would be interesting if it was like you could have her in her regular thief form and then have her in her shopkeeper form. You have a way to steal and you have a way to use your money in battle. Because you know, clearly nothing is stronger than throwing your 9,999 coins at the enemy, you know? Your fat stack of cash. I'm not really for cubes. Maybe allow him to change his color to different types of Koopas. You give him access to different things. Or make it so that he has a detachable pair of wings. So he doesn't need to essentially be ground based and become like something like Paracarry. Clearly, how we need to complete this full circle is just give us a partner. Give us a partner who is a cannon. We need cannon. Cannon would be a great partner, you know? Use his first turn to set up any type of bullet bill. And use his second turn to make them attack. Maybe not even just bullet bill. Maybe different kinds of bullets too. Allow him to use the audience to attack, like Magus Fun Grapple. Allow him to use Mario to attack. Shoot Mario out of cannon. Damage scales with both of their attack badges. Would be absurdly broken. But definitely very fun. And there it is. Thank goodness that it didn't take that long. I swear I only have one. I swear I only have one item. Hold on. Yep. I'll take it. Can't drop below 0, but honestly, I'm gonna be fighting some enemies that have at least one defense from now on, so I'll take it. Go back and get that other pie. Hold on. But the hunt is done. Yippee. Now I don't need to fight those things anymore. Nor any of the piranha plants. Because in case you don't know, all of these can drop Ice Smash. I don't need Ice Smash. But it's time for the best part of this chapter. Cannon. The cannon is so good, dude. But to do it properly, you need bomb layout, you know? Cannon, bomb. Important. What? He's back? Big bomb. Now, follow me to cannon. It's like this way, and then Mario just doesn't walk after him. I know this is like the actual truly last prep, but you know, I don't need last prep. Now, men, you know the drill. We. Highest grade for cannon, which is honestly acceptable. Quite the mood. Listen, they just need to put something in there, and I think they would be able to destroy anything with that cannon. Listen, just put Shadow Queen on the moon. That's all you need to do. We just need the Shadow Queen on the moon and shoot her with cannon. Stop breathing on my neck. You have no neck. Fantastic way to travel. Listen, just imagine if it was a object of destruction, you know? It'd be a lot more powerful than two people landing in a made crater. It could destroy the moon. We don't need a moon. Clearly. Yep. We are now on the moon. Yes. Now, do not mind me as I'm going to go fight some moon cliffs. Because, you know, Quake Hammer. You know, you always need another Quake Hammer. Come here. I like this battle theme. It's your basic clip living on the moon. Why would I turn it over with explosion when I can use Quake Hammer? That they will drop. You know, it would be actually very bad for them to drop another Quake Hammer. Because I would put it on. Making Quake Hammer less sustainable for me. It's like, since it'd be essentially like 11 FP for me to use Quake Hammer. Not really good. Not really good at all. Hammer, throw him. Now, I know I would equip it. I'd be like, you know, another Quake Hammer. At that point, that's when sustain would go out the window. What use a Quake Hammer would mean I would have to sit there and wait for quite a while. I actually need this FP. I need to fight you guys. But I want to drop a Quake Hammer and make it so that I don't need to do this anymore. Of course, I'll be fine with it for them not dropping Quake Hammer as well. It's not required. It would just be incredibly funny if they do, you know? And imagine if on the moon, when you're doing battles, yeah, it's like everything would be slower. Your jumps were higher. You do less jump damage. But the hammer stylishes that make Mario jump just increases his height exponentially. I also think that's enough moon glyphs. Maybe fight one of these guys. Only one. Thankfully, these guys have no drops. Well, except for item hog drops, but you know, item hog was always a different matter. Now for my most favorite dungeon of the game. Well, a suspicious building. Of course it is. We can just walk like normal. Let's get him. You know, if I'm having a bad idea. I need to make sure the attack is at 5. So it is. Okay. You know what would be funny to do? Is to attempt to steal... Oh, I guess I did rank somebody to max. Attempt to steal from these guys. I don't think they can. But it'd be kind of funny to try. Try for a little bit. Oh, I'll take that Thunder Ridge. Sap. This, by the way, I'm not counting this for the partner version of PFD down. I don't think I should. Well, assuming that I actually decide to do the attempt it this way or not. I kind of don't want to. Kind of would be fine with just beating him right here, right now, but I'll give it like 3 more attempts. Three more attempts after that one. On hit Mario. Yeah. The best theme. Oh, it's definitely the best theme for the moon base. Not no. And while I would like to continue, I would not for this time around. And so when I come back next time, whenever that is, because even though I didn't say this at the start, it's been about a week and a half since I continued this. But next time, when I eventually come back to this, I will do this, do the fortress, get both partner versions of Yup and P down badges, and maybe, just maybe, the Heart Finder or Flower Finder. And then, you know, I'll obviously beat the chapter, because, you know, that's it's whatever. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day.